Hey everybody, welcome to Stitching with Paprika. Thank you for joining me on this lovely day. Today we're going to be talking about WIPs. Some of you have asked me in the comments of the last video what I'm working on. Some of you have asked to see what I have made for the girls, which I'm going to be honest, I have not made a lot for them. I tried to make some things for Adora a while back and she refused to wear any of it. The only thing she ever wants me to make her is hats and scarves. And she wants me to make her amigurumis, which I made her one and she lost it. But now she's asking me for a unicorn, so we'll talk about that another day. Because I did not bring the yarn in here for that. And we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about WIPs, what I'm in the process of making. Yeah, some of you have asked what I'm making, what I'm working on. And honestly, looking around the house for my WIPs, because I have them all over the place, I found WIPs that I forgot about. That I don't even know what they are supposed to be. So that yarn is going to get turned into something else. But here's a couple of things I'm working on. For Christmas, I attempted to make... I told you in my first video that I made the little bags for the women in my family for Christmas and stuffed them full of bath products. So I attempted to make baskets for the men, and I was going to put snacks in them, like cookies, candies, whatever, nuts. But the baskets turned out horrible. I don't like them. So I didn't give them to them. I just put bags in, or put the snacks in gift bags from the store. So I'm working on better bags, better baskets this year. I am making, this is the yarn I was looking for last night. What is this? Karen Jumbo Ombre. The color Lake Mist. I like it. It's pretty. Different. That doesn't really show the true color, but I don't have my ring light in front of the phone. Well, my ring light is not holding the phone today, so you're not really getting an accurate color. Let me move my ring light and see. Move it a little bit closer. No, it's a little better, but oh, there we go. There we go. That's good. Yeah, so it's got different shades of green. It's got a grayish color in here. I really like this yarn. It's soft. It's not as soft as I like. I don't really like Karen yarn. It's good for baskets, but it's not soft. I wouldn't wear it. I don't really like it. But this is the bottom of the basket that I'm working on. I know I don't remember what the pattern is. I have it. You know what? I might have it saved on my phone. So I will look it up and see. If not, then I don't know. But this is the bottom of the basket, and I'm going to start working up now. But that's one of my projects. And then another one is I made, shawl won't stand. I should have got my shawl pin. Another project I'm working on. I made a baby blanket for Adeline, and using this yarn right here. This is Parfait. I don't think this yarn, this particular color is, I think it's discontinued, if I'm correct. But I made her a blanket using this. And of course, because Adora loves pink and she loves purple, she wanted me to make her one. So I'm working on making her one. I have this one, which is cherry pie. And then I have this one, which is almost identical to it. It's just a lighter pink. And it's called Bubblegum. So, ooh, stop shaking. I'm shaking. I forgot to eat today. My blood sugar is probably dropping kind of low. I have hypoglycemia, so after this video, I'm gonna go eat something so I don't get too dizzy and my blood sugar doesn't drop too low. Yeah, but now I have to make another blanket for Adeline because she grew too fast and the blanket is way too small for her now. So I have to make both of them a blanket now. What else am I making? Oh, there's a story behind every single one of my projects. Every single one of them. My mother-in-law bought Adora a little child-sized love seat. And it's cute. It's a pink love seat and it's got little strawberry pillows. And she got one of the strawberry pillows absolutely filthy dirty. I think she was playing with, she got a hold of one of my incense burners and it had ashes all in it. And the ashes got all over her pillow. I tried to clean it. I tried to clean the pillowcase and it was not coming clean at all. So I had to throw it away. But I did not want to throw the pillow away because fluff, the polyfill, that is expensive. It's hard to, well, it's not hard to come by, but it's expensive. And I only buy it when it's on sale. So when I come across this pillow, I'm not throwing it away. So I'm just making a new pillowcase for it. This is Baby Marley. What is the color? Please tell me it has the label on it still. No, that's not it. I think it, yep, it does. Woo! Seashell. I thought this was a different one. I thought this was the Apple Blossom. Oh, well. This is Seashell. The peachy with a taupey color in there and white. So, yeah, I'm working on, okay, just forget the shawl. I'm working on a pillow to cover, a pillowcase to cover the pillow. I refuse, oh, this is the one that's already done. This is the one, I have the other side I'm working on. Ooh, all kinds of yarn tangled up in here. My Omi hook, I think. No, it's not. Never mind. Never mind. I'm working on the other side now. Although this, yeah, this is the other side. And then last night, after I was making all those hearts up there, and I didn't want to stop making hearts. I really didn't. I feel like I got started on my Valentine's Day crochet too late, or either that or just Valentine's Day crept up on me too fast. So I didn't get to make a whole lot because I only made those 3 hearts. The red heart up there, I made that last year or 2 years ago. And I have some more hearts upstairs that my girls keep on stealing so they can play with them. But I love making hearts. They're so much fun, especially when you find an easy pattern. I could just whip it up in no time at all. And so I didn't want to stop making hearts. But I figured St. Patrick's Day is coming, so I'm going to make shamrocks. And shamrocks are made kind of out of hearts. A little bit, kind of, sort of. Where did they go? Here they are. So I'm making a bunch of green hearts. And then I'm going to, this is Premier Basics Marl in the color Foliage Marl. I love this color. It's got so many different, I like ombres. I like different shades of the same color mixed together. I do. So I'm making a bunch of hearts, and then I'm going to sew them together and fill them with polyfill, and then I'm going to sew them together to each other to make a shamrock. Or a 4-leaf clover, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so I'm working on that. I think that's all of my WIPs. I think, well, I mean, all of the ones that I want to show, because the other ones, I don't know what they are. There's a blanket down there that I'm making, but that, I'm not showing that because I don't like it. And I'm going to frog it and find a new pattern because I really don't like that pattern for that yarn. Some of you have asked, I'm going to talk about something else here. Some of you have asked, have wanted to know how I got interested in yarn, how I got interested in crochet. My story is similar to my sister's, slightly different though. My mom introduced us to it when we were younger. I couldn't get the hang of it. Like, she showed me the basics, and I couldn't see my stitches. She didn't know how to explain what the stitches are supposed to look like, so that when you're going back across, you can find your stitches and keep crocheting. She didn't know how to explain that. She wasn't a very good teacher. She knew how she saw it, but she didn't know how to relate that to us. She didn't know how to teach us. So I was getting frustrated. I was crocheting. Of course, I was crocheting wrong because I couldn't see my stitches. And when it came out wrong, she would rip it all out, frog it, and tell me to start over because it wasn't perfect. So I gave up. Back then, when I was younger, I gave up on a lot of stuff. If it wasn't perfect, if I messed up, I said I'm done, and I stopped doing it. Because we used to go, when we were younger, we used to go to a ceramic store and buy the unpainted ceramic figurines, ceramic ornaments, and paint them. And I remember one year we got some for Halloween, and I think it was a ghost I was painting, and he was hiding behind a fence or a tree or something. I don't remember, but I was painting it, and I messed up, and I got brown on the white or whatever, and I just got frustrated, and I told my mom, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. I messed up. I'm done. And sorry. When I hear her crying, my attention automatically goes to her. So I messed up. I told my mom I'm done. I'm over it. I messed up. I can't do it. And both of my sisters were good at doing stuff. My oldest sister, she knew how to cross stitch. She was very good at it. I don't think she still does it, but she was very good at it. And I wished I could do something crafty. My mom crocheted, my oldest sister cross stitched, and then it just seemed like Jenny was good at everything. She could take pictures, she could, well, when we were younger she couldn't crochet, but she could take pictures, she could paint, she did scrapbooking at one point. She it just seemed like she took all the creativity in the family. And that's what I told myself, so that I wouldn't try anything. That was my excuse. I didn't have any creativity in my body. There was nothing. My sisters took it all. There was nothing left for me by the time I was born. So I just stopped trying. And then when I got older and Jenny started crocheting, I saw, because I've always been, so when my mom crocheted, I've always been attracted to the yarn, especially the baby yarn, because the baby yarn is so pretty and so soft, and it's so colorful and just gorgeous. So I've always been attracted to it. I loved going and looking at the yarn when my mom would go buy yarn. I loved touching it. I loved looking at all the different colors. I loved trying to convince her to buy something that I liked, and of course she never did because she always had something else in mind. But then when Jenny started crocheting, I wanted her to make me like everything. I wanted a shawl, I wanted some hats, some scarves, some fingerless gloves. I wanted her to make me everything. And of course, I'm not going to ask her to do that. She made me stuff. If I asked her, she made me stuff. But then after a while, I just felt kind of guilty, you know. I should be asking her to make me everything. She's got other stuff she wants to make. I have a lot of guilt asking people for stuff. I don't like asking people for things. So she was crocheting and crocheting and crocheting. And finally I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should try again. So I went and I bought some yarn. And I asked her to teach me. I bought one skein of yarn. And I bought, maybe I bought two. And then I bought a hook. And I told her, teach me how to crochet. And she tried. She tried to teach me over video chat. And it's hard to teach somebody over video chat. And she couldn't exactly see what I was doing. She couldn't see the stitches to tell me if it was right or if it was wrong or whatever. So she told me, she said, you know what, I'm done. I can't do it. Go watch Jada. So I watched Jada. And I learned how to crochet. And from there, it just took off. My very first project was a baby blanket for Adora. Because I learned how to crochet when she was, I don't even know how old she was, but she was a baby. So I made a blanket for her. And I remember Jenny told me that it was going to take me like 6 months to finish the blanket. And so I wasn't really expecting to be done as fast as I was, but I could not stop crocheting. I couldn't put it down. And she kept texting me, asking me about my progress. And I would show her pictures, take pictures of it, and show her. And she said, man, you're really crocheting really fast. I said, yeah. I said, I'm hooked. I'm hooked on crochet and I can't stop. And I remember the pattern. It was the V-stitch granny square. I just made one big granny square. The V-stitch granny square by Jada and Stitches. Because, of course, she taught me how to crochet, so I'm going to use one of her patterns because she's so good at explaining everything. And then from there, it just took off. I haven't been able to stop since. I love crocheting. I love making things. I love looking at yarn and having the yarn tell me what it wants to be. And I try not to use yarn until it tells me what it wants to be. Until I can look at the yarn. And sometimes I will stare, when I have a project in mind, sometimes I will stare at my yarn for a couple days. I will just come back to it and look at my shelves. Because I have more yarn than this. I have more yarn in my laundry room in there. We're trying to get it all, well, not all of it, but we're trying to get most of it moved out. And so yeah, sometimes I will just look at my yarn until one of them pops out and says, me, that's what I want to be used for. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have to talk about for today. Like I said before, if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to see, anything you want me to talk about, just let me know in the comments below. I'll do my best to do what I can. I don't know which video, because I'm recording several videos today. I don't know which video it's going to be in, but look in the description boxes because I am putting links to patterns I have mentioned, to creators. Well, really it's just Jada. She's the only one I really talk about. Links to stuff. Check the description boxes below. I will be putting links in. Yeah. So thank you for joining me today. I will see you in the next one. Bye.